Welcome to Satisfied's Customer Experience Learning Center. In this video, we'll walk you through our new reporting dashboard solution. When you log into Satisfied, you will be automatically taken to the dashboard page. If you navigate away at any point, you are always able to navigate back by selecting the dashboard link in the upper left-hand corner. The new reports only give you more as a user. All metrics provided in the previous dashboard will also be available here as well, but we also added a few more exciting features. Filters are now located at the top of your dashboard. You are able to filter by time periods and dates, locations, departments, and so on. Similar to before, you're only going to be able to view what you have access for as a user. The date range is set to a default of previous 12 months, including current month. You can also switch between several options, such as before or after or between a certain date range as well. The dashboard now consists of several mini reports called gauges. The first gauge is for overall satisfaction, and this includes each of the departments you have participating in the program. Below that, you are able to still see how you are comparing to the benchmark. The number on the left is new, and it shows you a comparison versus what you have in this upper section versus what your organization is performing at as a whole. As you scroll down, you also have your recommend dealer score based on CSI or 0 to 10 average score compared to the gauge next to it, which is the NPS or Net Promoter Score. Keep in mind that NPS is calculated differently, and so your score can be much different between these two. For more information on Net Promoter Scoring, visit our resource vault on our website. You can also see your response rate on how many have responded based on the number sent. You are able to see the total amount sent within that time period here at the bottom to help provide some relevance to the scores you are analyzing above. This becomes important to check as you start really drilling down into the data, such as by location, department, and time frame, so make sure there is enough data showing to help you make impactful decisions. If you keep scrolling down, we provide several different reports on trend information so you can see how you are performing over time. You are able to update these reports as well as using those filters found at the top of the page. The first is your NPS score over time, with the green line being your NPS score, and the blue bars indicating the number of surveys returned during that time period. The dotted line are trend lines, so green dotted line is your NPS trend line, and the blue is the survey count trend line. If you keep scrolling down, you're able to see the NPS score trend again, but this time broken down by departments. Any locations you have included in the filter above will also be included in the department report. The next is again a department report, but this time looking at the overall satisfaction trends for each of those departments, which is the CSI scale I mentioned earlier. When I keep scrolling down, I now can see question comparison, which was something that was provided before on the charts. They were previously broken down into the 4 satisfied key pillars, but are now broken down by department. Your score will be in blue, and the benchmark will be in aqua. If you keep going down, we dive into some of our more key driver questions, so you can keep track of those over time. We have the in-stock parts availability and convenience of hours. Again, we will have trend lines as a dash line, and your monthly moving score as a solid line. When I keep going, I can see the 4 key pillars that were found in the previous reporting. We have your individual score with the gauge and the benchmark, and the new score for overall dealer below. A few more location reports have been provided. First, a comparison report so you are able to easily compare NPS and survey count across different locations. This does populate using the date and other filters at the top. You are also able to sort using the tabs at the top as well. There's also a key question comparison report looking at the department comparison to the overall location, and then there's a trend line of that same data, so looking at the NPS over time for these locations. Lastly, on the dashboard, we have a customer category report. It provides you with a list of all the recently returned surveys with their customer category and contact information. One thing to note is that it has been updated to include their phone number and email, while before it included their addresses. You can also grab their survey ID and then go to Survey Search and run a search by entering in that survey ID. All of the reports here can be exported. To do so, go ahead and hover over the right-hand corner on any of them. You'll see a download button, which is a cloud with a arrow pointing down. You then get your options on how you would like to download. For questions, email support@satisfied.com or check out some of our additional Satisfied Precog training videos.